Hi guys, welcome back. So this is the second science lesson for this week. It is about energy transfer. Now, I am going to attempt to post the link to Generation Genius in the information underneath this video for you guys to take a look at the video through Generation Genius on energy transfer. I think it's a great resource to use for understanding energy transfer. I'm going to go ahead and read to you the reading material that was provided in your packet. It says, read about energy transfer. I want you to go ahead and pull that packet out, or that booklet out, so that you can read along with me. And again, if you would like to use a pen or a pencil to take notes, fantastic. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. And we, as always, read everything on the page as best as we can. I know these copies are not the greatest, but we are going to do our best to read everything that we can. So we're going to start with the title up at the top that says, read about energy transfer. Then in the box, it says definition of energy transfer. Great, I love definitions. Energy is the ability to do work, or in more simple terms, energy makes things happen. You use energy to ride your bike, play video games, bake cookies, and drive to school. Energy is exciting. Energy can be transferred from one object to another, and energy can be transferred into different forms, such as light, sound, and heat, which we just talked about in our previous science video. So yay, we've already got some background knowledge. This is fantastic. Then it says, to better understand how energy transfer works, let's break it down. What is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. There are many different kinds of energy, such as light, sound, and heat. We need energy for our homes to power lights, refrigerators, air conditioners, especially when it's 100 degrees in the summer, and computers, like right now. We use energy when we drive cars or pedal a bike. We power our devices with energy stored in batteries. Even sleeping requires energy. We're going to go ahead and turn the page. Looking at the header at the top of page 2, the header says, energy moves and changes form. Now again, our headers are text features that tell us what the paragraphs are going to be about. So I think these headers so far are great. Looking at the paragraph, energy transfer takes place when energy moves from one place to another. Energy can move from one object to another, like when the energy from your moving foot is transferred to a soccer ball, or energy can change from one form to another. When energy in a battery is used to power an electronic device, chemical energy is transformed into electrical energy, which moves along wires. 3 more ways energy can be transferred are through light, sound, and heat. And I love these little pictures that they're providing for us of the different types of energy. Looking at the next header, energy can be transferred as light. Light energy is the only form of energy we can see. Light from the sun helps plants grow and makes food for us to enjoy. The sun's energy also powers solar cells, which can be used to create electricity. Light bulbs can also transfer energy, just like in the video on Generation Genius, which hopefully everyone will get to watch. When the light bulb's energy powered the singing fish. And it shows you a quick little picture of the experiment on the video where the light bulb powers and you can see the singing fish off to the side. The light energy moves through space until it encounters a solar cell. The solar cell converts it to electrical energy, which then powers the singing fish. Go ahead and turn it over to page 3. Looking at the header at the top of page 3, it says, energy can be transferred as sound. Have you ever felt sound? Loud concerts or even marching bands can sometimes produce enough energy that you feel the vibrations in your body. Sound energy is transferred when a sound wave travels from its source, like a drum or another object. If the sound is loud enough, the waves will create very intense vibrations that you'll be able to feel in your chest. Looking at the next header, it tells us energy can be transferred as heat. When you sit by a campfire, you can feel the heat warm your body. The heat from the burning wood is transferred to your marshmallow, causing it to get soft and gooey, and sometimes burnt. Perfect for your s'mores. Heat can move from warm objects to cool objects, just like in the video when the heat from the wires made the paper ignite. Again, this is a reference to the Generation Genius video, which is a great tool for us to use when understanding energy. Flipping the page, we are now looking at page 4. Up at the top, it tells us energy transfer examples. Looking at the first one with the picture of the boombox. If some of you guys don't know what a boombox is, it's old school, like back in Miss Fallon's day, that gave us radio. We could listen to tapes, CDs, things like that. Underneath that picture, it tells us humans and other animals use sound energy to communicate. When you speak, you create sound waves that travel through the air. When the sound wave reaches the ears of someone nearby, their brain is able to translate the sound waves into words. Looking at the middle picture, we're going to go ahead and read what is underneath that picture. The sun is not the only source of light. Light bulbs and candles also produce light. And so do some living things such as fireflies. Light energy powers most things in nature. Because plants use light energy to grow, and then most animals get their energy from eating the plants. Looking at the last picture on the top here, the caption says, the sun's energy can be transferred to make s'mores. The DIY activity with Zoe shows you how to make your own s'more maker without electricity. It relies on energy transfer from the sun. Yum. So this is a DIY activity that is posted underneath the Generation Genius video. If you go see the video, check out the DIY activity. See if it's something you guys can do at home. It's great for you guys to get out there and be active scientists. Down at the bottom, it tells us energy transfer vocabulary. Vocabulary is huge for us because we want to know as much as we can about the world. And that is a big part of learning vocabulary and what words mean. So looking at the energy transfer vocabulary, some of the words are energy. It makes things happen, or more formally, the ability to do work. Next word is energy transfer. Energy being moved from one place to another place. It is being transferred. The next word is generator. Changes energy from one form to another. The next word is batteries. They store energy and change it from one form to another. Chemical to electrical. And then the last vocabulary word is solar cell. It converts energy of sunlight, because sunlight is solar, into electrical energy. Flipping it over on page 5, they have energy transfer discussion questions. I'm going to quickly read through them, and then we're going to look at the quiz. Energy transfer discussion questions. Oh, hold on. Pause. My mistake. We all make mistakes. Up at the top, they have an additional vocabulary word. I just want to cover that real quick before we move on. Motion energy, up at the top, says the energy something has due to movement. Motion energy, moving. Or, as we learned in our previous science lesson, kinetic energy, right? Awesome. I love that you guys remember that. Okay, energy transfer discussion questions. At the beginning of the video, where did Bert's energy go? Again, these are all questions based on the video through Generation Genius. I'm going to read through these quickly. If you want to wait, hold off, go back and look at the questions after you've watched the video, that's perfectly fine too. Looking at the first question, at the beginning of the video, where did Bert's energy go? Bert's energy was transferred to several different devices that run on electricity, such as Izzy's popcorn maker. This would be a good tool to use to read before you watch the video, so that then you can create your active learning and active watching for the video. And you'll be able to pinpoint different things that you read through these questions within the video. Looking at the second question, how does Dr. Jeff's mom transfer energy to Bert? Dr. Jeff's mom uses motion energy to pedal a bike, which spins a wheel that is attached to a generator. The generator changes the motion energy into electrical energy, which flows through wires to Bert. Bert then stores energy in his batteries to use later. Next question. Why is the name generator a misnomer? Misnomer is a non-appropriate name. And notice in parentheses, they gave us the definition of the word misnomer. Generators don't actually generate energy. Instead, they convert one type of energy to another. So they don't create new energy. They just change energy from one type to another. In the video, you can see a generator convert motion energy into electrical energy when Dr. Jeff's mom pedals the bikes. Pedals the bike, not bikes. Only one at a time. Next question. Can you think of a device that converts electrical energy into heat? How about into light or sound? A toaster is an example of a device that converts electrical energy into heat energy. A lamp converts electrical energy into light energy, and a boombox converts electrical energy into sound energy. Next question. What are some ways electrical energy can be generated at a power plant? Power plants might generate electricity by using the power of moving water to spin a generator, or by burning coal to produce steam, which also spins a generator. And final question. Do power plants produce electricity? Why or why not? Power plants do not produce energy. They only convert the energy from one form to another. For example, they can convert the energy from burning coal, which is a chemical energy, into electricity, which is an electrical energy. Go ahead and turn to the back. This has just a quick little quiz. It's a Genius challenge. If you can't find the answer, that is fine. This is just when you watched the video, when you read through materials, how much did you learn? That's what I really want to know. So looking at question number 1, the ability to make things happen is the definition of what word? Best place to find that would be under energy transfer vocabulary. Number 2, the bike Dr. Jeff's mom is riding uses a generator to convert blank energy to blank energy, which is then used to charge Bert. Now that we recently read under our energy transfer discussion questions, where it said, how does Dr. Jeff's mom transfer energy to Bert? Number 3 is true or false. A generator produces energy. Again, if we go back and look at our energy transfer discussion questions, under the question that says, why is the name generator a misnomer or a non-appropriate name? That will help you answer that question. Number 4, list 2 things that might spin a generator to produce electricity. We can again find this answer under energy transfer discussion questions. Where it talks about what are some ways electrical energy can be generated at a power plant. Those are clues to help us figure out our answers for number 4. Number 5, where does the energy in your home electrical outlets come from? A good place to find this answer would be on page 2 under energy moves and changes form. Sorry, just a second. I'm checking to see if there's another spot because there is a little bit of information there. I think that's probably the best place to find it. And again, if you're having trouble with it, it's okay. Number 6 is another true-false question. Batteries store energy as chemical energy. True or false? And you can find that one where it talks about batteries. So I guess you could find that under the same heading of energy moves and changes form. It talks a little bit about batteries in there also. Number 7, explain how Dr. Jeff provides energy to make the singing fish work. Now, this does have a little bit of an explanation under the heading energy can be transferred as light, but it might be better answered after watching the video. Number 8, what is an example of energy transfer by heat? So, you can always find that under the header on page 3, energy can be transferred as heat. We're skipping number 9. It does come from the video, that question does, but we're going to go ahead and just skip it and go to number 10. What does a solar cell do? And remember, if you look, solar cell definition under energy transfer vocabulary tells you what a solar cell does. And remember, solar means sun. All right, so I am going to hopefully provide the link for you guys, and good luck with your science lessons. I think that getting out there and doing science experiments and becoming scientists ourselves are the greatest way we can learn and advance our skills in science. I look forward to talking to you later. As always, stay safe and healthy.